Oh, look. It's a picture I took of you the first time I ever came here. Ah! Look at you, so young and happy. Where do the years go?
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning and welcome. It's Nurse Richard, the Wax Wizard. Yes, those two little boys were me a very, very long time ago. I think that's why the pictures are a little blurry. Didn't have digital cameras back then. Anyway, interesting ears. Sorry, there's two of the same patient for you today. He was a hearing aid user and got a very thick layer of dead skin in this one. Now, this one wasn't too tricky to remove. The second one, bit of a nightmare because he had a lot more than this, but it had completely solidified. When I mean solidified, it had gone hard as a rock, as solid as a brick, and quite difficult to get out, so we needed some manual tools to get that out, for all those who are fans of me using tools other than suction. And in it, well, you'll see when we get to it, it looks like a coal mine in his second ear, and which he actually said when he was watching it on the screen. It's incredibly dark, dry and black, these things, in his second ear. So stay tuned for that. I think you're going to enjoy it. And yes, this is episode 499, which means there's only one to go until episode 500, which I have not planned yet. Kind of planned it in my head. And if you've never watched the channel before, every 100 episodes we do something. I go hard or go home. So I usually do a little musical number and obviously a bit of an epic procedure. When I've got time to do that, I don't know at the moment, to be honest with you. Because how these work, before I forget, subscriber of the day today is Susie Milford. Now, Susie sent me a message saying, I'm just catching up on your videos because I've been in hospital, not very well. So I thought, hopefully it'll cheer you up if you're subscriber of the day. So I hope you're doing better now. And you are today's subscriber of the day, Susie. So thanks for that comment. So as you can see, real brick here. So you're going to see an assortment of tools trying to get this moving. It was a forceps that eventually did it. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, episode 500. So how it works, I record these videos and usually it's a month in advance because as it stands, what is today's date? This will mean nothing to you if you're watching it in 10 years' time. It's the 22nd of July 2025 and I've already pre-recorded a month's worth of videos, which I tend to do. And the members see those first. They see them on the day they're released, so you'll see this today. That won't be the case with episode 500 if you're watching this, members. But it does mean that I've got at least another month as it stands before I need to get it finished. So I'm hoping I can find some time to get that done. I've got the procedure ready, but the thing that takes the most time is preparing this musical number and recording it, doing the video and whatnot. But I'm hoping you enjoy it. If you're watching this when it's been released, which is late August, then you only have 2 days to wait. Because with my crystal ball, I will have already done it by then, hopefully. If not, you might see episode 501, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then when I've finally done 500, I'll release that too. But I'm hoping I can get it finished before it's due for everybody. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm trying every tool in the book to get this out, and it really helped getting Neil's Rye curette underneath this. I can't begin to describe to you the sensation I'm getting through the tools as I'm trying to get this out. And I believe Neil did even strengthen these tools to make them even stronger. And he sent me some of those, but despite that, these are actually bending. I think they're made of carbon fibre, so that there is going to be a little bit of give in them, but as I was trying to force that up, it was bending. And so I think at this stage I'm going to have a go. No, I'm not. I'm going to try and separate it from the right hand side there, because again it is just stuck and wedged solid to to the side of the ear. It was wedged to all of it, top, bottom, front, left, right, everywhere. You can see this thing is stuck. Yeah, I didn't think oil would help either here, because it's not about getting a grip of this. It's kind of one that can only come out with manual tools. You'd be here all day faffing about with suction to try and get something like this out, even with oil. So I didn't bother. And again, I remember this. I was again trying to force it down there and trying to pull it down, and it was still bending. And you'll see at some point it kind of just flicks off as well. And you, whenever it does that, that's how you know that this thing's really solid. So I'm going to try and get underneath it again. And my plan here at the moment is to try and separate it from the sides, so I can then go in with the forceps and hopefully it'll pull it straight out. And did it work? You'll have to find out. I probably wouldn't have posted it as a video if it didn't work, would I? But none has ever got past me. There's never been an ear that I've seen that we haven't managed to do, one way or the other. So I'm pulling that there, but again, it's quite brittle, so it just snapped off there. So I just need to get a bit of a better grip, and then it'll come out. And what you'll see behind it is, like I said, that's the title of the episode, like a coal mine. They are like lumps of coal. I'm not sure if the chap himself whose ear this is actually, he did say, yeah, looks like something I saw when I was doing the mines. I think he might well have been a miner back in the day, which most people of a certain age around here were all miners. It's a huge mining community around here. It was where, I mean, back in the day, and this is going back some, I'm going back 30, 40, 50 years plus, is this coal that I'm talking about. And it generally speaking, all the jobs for the men were down the mines, all the jobs for the women were in the cotton mills, and obviously that's sadly no more. So a lot of the northern towns who were reliant on these industries, when they disappeared, they kind of got neglected a little bit, unfortunately. I know the miners did try and have a strike about it. It was quite a palaver. Palaver's probably not even a serious enough word for it around here. But I think in the early 80s, it might have been around about 84. There was a huge miners' strike because the government wanted to close down all the coal mines and import cheaper coal from, I think it was places from America, from Australia, and somewhere in the Middle East as well. And so obviously all the miners went on strike, said you can't do this, it'll ruin these northern towns. Anyway, they did. They closed them all, unfortunately. And it did for a long time. And some still haven't recovered. Some mining communities, unemployment went through the roof, unfortunately, because there was no other jobs for these men to do. But I'm not going to get too political about that. My granddad was a big trade unionist. He was very involved in that dispute, which I believe a few miners actually lost their lives in some serious clashes on the picket lines, which was it's quite a big deal around here and most of the north of England. Anyway, this thing looking like coal has got me distracted onto that, but yeah, a little bit of history there for you. It's incidentally why my garden is so boggy, because it's mining subsidence. It's caused it to be very muddy. Everything's kind of slowly sinking. Tricky to get a grip of this. Now it would have come out easily with the forceps. I'm not a huge fan of putting forceps this deep in someone's ear unless it's absolutely necessary. As you can see, it worked in the end. We got that lump of coal out, and the mine shaft is looking clear now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy episode 500 coming up whenever it comes up and whatever is in it, because I don't know yet. But anyway, for now, take care of yourself, but I'll see you soon. Ta-da.